My job, that's why I love my job, because I can just travel all these other places. I mean, it makes me miss home.
Yeah, that's a podcast. That's why I want to do that one podcast idea.
Yeah. And my podcast idea of fucking literally driving a fucking... Fuck yeah.
What is it?
You think
we came up together at the same time.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck, yours? Yeah, I got pissed as fuck. Are you kidding me?
No,
no, I told you about that idea. The van podcast where I told... No, that's bullshit. I'll fight you to death. Remember how I literally told you where I was like, hey, I have an idea. Go ahead. What's your story? What's your version?
We were literally there at the thing. Like, dude, this would be this fucking sickest thing. We started talking about it at fucking Iron Horse. We're talking about making that bar right after that one guy.
No, I already thought about the fucking podcast. Dude, how do you not remember how I was like, I had a podcast idea of literally driving from van. Remember how my whole thing was bringing random people on the podcast and how I thought that was cool?
Yeah, we talked about that before.
Yeah, 100%. And then my whole thing was going to different bars and like literally traveling to different bars and fucking. No, I already had that idea.
Not your idea.
So it was your idea?
It was our idea.
Dude, I don't give a fuck about whose idea it was or not. But I know in my heart, I've thought about that before, dude. It's not like I would never take an idea away from you ever. Why would I ever take an idea?
You've also thought you've had ideas that I've had before, though.
That does happen. But I'm telling you this, dude. That's the same thing that's happening to you right now with me. I'm dead ass serious. I know for a fact, bro.
Look, I remember being at the bar and just be like...
I remember bringing it up to you and I was saying, hey, I have this really cool idea about a podcast. I remember not telling certain people about it. I'm not kidding, dude. Well, I wouldn't lie to you about that. And I know that I do say shit like this where I'm like, hey, I'm fucked up. I'm like, I'm not lying to you. And I do find out that I'm wrong. Like, I get that. That does happen. That's bullshit, dude. I remember having this idea. I do. I really 100% do.
I remember having a conversation with you about it.
Yeah, because I remember bringing it up to you, dude. I remember having the fucking idea.
Well, I remember I wanted to get
and you improved on it. No, absolutely. No, I talked about it with you. It was
I actually remember you saying you wanted to do traveling with a van. I do remember saying that. I remember that van thing came out. I remember you said it'd be cool to travel around the van. I didn't
fucking interview random people.
I remember what happened though. I remember you were saying you wanted to do that van podcast. And I think later I was like, we were talking. That's what I feel like I remember it now. And then we were talking at the bar with that random fucking guy who said he was banging some guy's wife. And I remember asking him questions. I was like, dude. That's what we should do. We should go bar to bar. I remember your idea was to travel.
Dude, where would I go? Where would I travel and meet people?
Well, where would I travel and meet people besides the bar? I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. No, I remember having the whole thing of being like getting in a fucking podcast van, right? So you go to a bar, you fucking meet somebody, you hang out with them, talk to them, think they're cool enough, fucking do a podcast with them in the van, but we travel at the same time, going to different places. I remember, dude.
No, I remember too. That's why I'm pissed.
But you improved on the idea. I remember bringing it up to you. It was a fucking idea that I had that I brought up to you.
Doing the podcast, going places.
But why would I just bring that up? Like, oh yeah, just traveling podcasts that I don't go to bars to. You know what I mean?
Why would you think
where else would I go? Where would I meet people?
Anywhere. You can go to fucking anywhere and meet somebody.
Meet people anywhere. I literally travel around, and that's all I do is work and go to the bar. That's why I had the idea.
Where would I meet people?
Huh?
Where would I meet people? At the bar, so I can say the same thing.
Nowhere.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Well, but
I don't know the fucking. This is what's called drunkenness shit. We can argue over fucking nothing.
Just argue over nothing. I still believe I'm right. And it's not that it's right or wrong, dude. But I'm just but that's the thing. Wouldn't you feel the same way if I was like, no, that was my idea. That was my.
Feel the
do you think
that?
Now. Yeah, I know. That's crazy that you think that. That's crazy. I have had that thought. Trust me. Yeah. And that you're having it right now.
Yeah, we're both having to doubt each other right now.
No, I'm telling you right now.
We are.
Why would I fucking just randomly try to deny you that when I travel all the time and came up with the fucking idea? Because I talk to people all the time when I'm traveling for work and I literally go to the bar and I meet people and I tell you, holy shit, dude, I meet people all the time. I have great conversations and I do all this crazy shit with them. And I remember bringing it up to you and saying, I didn't want to fucking talk about this with certain people like Mike because I didn't want other people to take my podcast idea. The same thing that's happening right now. Just get mad. Just look at Kolbe. I don't think you're trying to take my idea.
No, I'm pissed. That's what
the great idea. The thing is, it's not like I just don't want that. I want that. I made that idea. You know what I mean? I thought of that. Because traveling around, that's what's crazy because I've done the same thing, right? And you make me feel like a piece of shit about it when I fucking find out I'm wrong.
I feel like I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm making you remember that I made up the fucking idea.
You didn't make up the fucking idea. I bet my life on it.
I thought we talked about it together.
We did talk about it because I brought it up to you. I remember 100% because who's the person I'm ever gonna go and talk to anyone else about my ideas?
John.
Exactly.
I haven't understand.
But that's my whole point,
I remember the conversation.
I know because I brought it up. I remember the conversation.
So you had the idea before I even said it when we were saying it in that thing or whatever. I don't know what you were saying.
The traveling podcast? Yeah, you even told me just 5 seconds ago that you're like, I do remember you bringing up traveling and doing a podcast. The van. Exactly. But where else would I meet people? I just travel around and just go to coffee shops by myself. Hey, you want to do a podcast with me?
Maybe go to comedy, go and find people.
Why would I do that when I go to bars anyways and meet people all the time randomly by myself?
I don't know.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about why would I have that idea and not have the crucial part of the finding and meeting people? Why would you have a traveling podcast if you don't meet and find and talk to people?
Yeah, but the thing is, I remember being at that one, having a conversation with that guy, and then talking about that.
What was the conversation with the guy?
I remember we were at fucking Iron Horse. It was that. You remember that old guy at Iron Horse? You were smoking a cigarette outside, and this random old guy comes up to talk to us. He's like, "Hey, like he started telling us about like how he was in town for some like fucking business meeting, and he was talking about how he like fucked this guy's wife in front of him." And I was like, "Hey." I was like, "What? So you cucked for him?" I was like, "Yeah." Like, well, so did you clean up too or anything?
Yeah, remember?
Or did he clean up? And he's like, "No, I didn't do any of that stuff." He was like, "What's that mean?" Or whatever. I was like, "Oh, you eat the cum?" Or I was like, "No, I didn't do any of that."
Yeah.
And then I remember like talking to you about that. Like, dude, I remember like going like, "Dude, this would be the greatest thing, dude." Because I remember like this would be great to fucking go person to person and have these great conversations. And you're like, "Yeah." I don't. That's what I don't get. I remember having that conversation literally after that guy sitting at fucking.
So either that happened and I told you, hey, well, I've been having this idea about getting a fucking van and fucking driving to bar, because that's always been the plan. There's never some random places I'm going to. Just drive to bar. There's no other place to meet people that want to fucking randomly sit outside with you for an hour.
I remember having this idea for like over a year, and we both talked about it that night. I was pretty sure I brought it up to you.
There's no way, dude. I would fucking bet my life on it. I'm dead serious.
That's
I would bet my life on it. So I've had this, and I thought, wow, that's a pretty amazing idea, and I've had it for a long time.
But I remember you also saying that
about... So what was the actual original, here's how to solve this, origin of the idea? John, how did you think of how to do that?
Because we were sitting at the bar talking to that guy, and I remember he went away or something, and we came back, and I remember talking to Blake, like, dude, this is the podcast we could do that would be great. We'd go fucking place to place, we'd go to every bar and drive around and fucking...
But how could you remember me telling you that I wanted to get a van and drive around, and then you suddenly having that idea about having a bus?
Blake, what would your plan be?
I think that's why it was in my head, because you said something about the bus thing.
I didn't say anything about a bus. I said a van.
Van, whatever. You said the van thing. Oh, it would be sweet to have a van podcast so we go place to place and do podcasts.
It's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but I remember you saying that, and I remember telling with the idea, oh, this would be the perfect thing, is go people to people, and we go find people, get drunk as fuck with them, and at the end of the day, go to the bar.
How is that not my fucking idea, though?
That's not what you said when you told me that you wanted to do a traveling podcast. You didn't say
but that's the whole thing. So can I tell you my origin of the story?
No, hang on. John, it's exactly what he's been saying for like 2 hours.
It's literally what I was saying. He was just exaggerating.
I'm just saying, it's like almost exactly what he's been saying. Like your idea, that's why he's like arguing with you about it, because he's like, that's exactly what I've been saying.
Yeah, that's literally what that's the exact idea. That's the idea I had with you, and you said yes. You even said, I remember you bringing it up.
Yeah, I remember you saying about going to bar or whatever.
But how? That's my whole thing. I know, but listen. But we have to work through this. You can't just deny it off into nothing. It's not a big deal if you didn't come up with it, or if I didn't come up with it. But I'm arguing it violently because I fucking really, truly feel that way.
That's what sucks. I remember coming up with it.
That's crazy. Because remember, I do that to you, and I was like, oh fuck, I swear to God, I thought I came up with that, and you're like, no, well you're wrong, and you proved me wrong, right? Does happen to me, right?
I don't know if you believe it.
Why would I not? Well, I'm not you. I do believe it when I'm wrong. Because I fucking am wrong a lot. And I make up mistakes all the time.
Well, then how you not wrong right now?
Because I fucking remember exactly how I came up with the idea. How'd you come up with the idea?
I just told you.
One guy? That's real weird that I've had fucking 2 years worth of traveling around. Me traveling, going to different places, all over the United States, going to bars by myself. Dude, I've had the idea for a really long time. At least 1.5 years since I started this job. Yeah, we've had the podcast for 2. We've had this podcast longer than I've been working at this job. Yeah, and I've had this idea, and I remember storing it in my brain because I wanted to tell you about it, and you were like, dude, that's a fucking amazing idea, and you added on to it 100%. That guy was the fucking reason that came up. 100%. I was like, dude, this is why I want to do that podcast. Think of that crazy story we just had with that guy. He fucking randomly...
You're saying that you said it to me?
No, dude. How do you not... But listen, this is my whole thing. How do you deny remembering I said that to you?
Oh, the van?
Yeah. And so you just thought I was like, yeah, I'm just going to travel around to different places, like, not bars. And you just thought of bars, and I was like, holy shit!
Bars and random people.
We should go to bars and drink!
But I thought you were saying let's go to... I don't know, because we could go meet up with, like, a host somewhere, go to find a guest somewhere.
No, none of that. None of that. That was never my idea. My idea was get in a fucking van, because my fucking whole thing is with traveling around, I want to hit every bar in the United States. That's my thing. I wanted to do that.
I've never heard that once in my life.
I've never told you until right now. I'm not kidding. I don't tell many people. That's my whole thing. I travel all around. I've already hit like fucking 17 states. But where I've had a drink in that state, hung out in that state. My whole thing is I've met many, many people that are cool as fuck. I had great conversations with them. And that's why I came back. And I remember telling you, it wasn't like, oh, this is my idea. It's only mine. You know what I mean? But don't tell me you made the idea, because that makes me feel butthurt and weird. You know what I mean?
That's how I feel about you, too, right now. That's
why? Because I stole your idea? You just magically came up with one conversation with this guy. I've been traveling around this whole time, and I just never thought of that. Even though you remember me talking about a van traveling podcast, but you don't remember the bar part. You don't remember me? You don't remember saying going to the bars? Where would we travel to? Where am I going?
Travel to find a guest?
Just travel to find a guest? Where?
You let me finish talking, so it's interrupting
Where?
me. What I'm saying is you're going to, I don't know, have like fucking Ari Shafir on. You go drive to his place.
It'd be amazing if I could have that.
Well,
I was talking about reality. I'm not joking. I'm talking about real things that we could
bring up
do.
the bar thing at all. That's all I remember. Okay.
I just feel like that's crazy. I'm not saying.
I feel like you're crazy. That's why
that's fine. Go ahead. That's
my
fine.
point of view.
I can see your point of view, but why the fuck would I see your point of view after you admitted that I had fucking had the idea of traveling around and doing a podcast? But you just thought of the bar part? That just doesn't make sense to me. That's all I'm saying.
I literally remember. That's what I remember. I don't know. I remember you saying about it, and I remember coming to you like, dude, that's where it should be. Because we have all these conversations with crazy people, and me and you, because whenever we go to a bar, we have all these crazy conversations.
Yeah.
With random fucking people, we have these insane conversations we've had, like, and then like I like your interviews, the way you interview, and the way we do it was so fun.
Yeah, we've talked about that many times.
Exactly, that's what I was talking about. What I don't know.
Yeah, I understand that, but why would I just leave the bar part out? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
But I'm glad that you admitted that was at least you did hear about the traveling
John,
podcast
that's actually
part.
a pretty good question. Why would he not say that?
Why would I not go to bars?
I know, but like,
but you can't think for yourself like, oh fuck, maybe I was wrong, because I do that a lot.
I could be, but I remember the situation. You know what I mean?
So do I, and I say that a lot too. Yeah, I say that a lot too.
And I don't expect you to believe me, because why would you if you remember something?
You know what's weird? A lot of the times that after that, and you can prove it to me, because not only what you do is that after I leave, we have a conversation. You will fucking remember, like, okay, I'm gonna fucking look this up, and you proved me wrong that time, a couple times, looking back through our messages or fucking doing this. You know what I mean? You have done that. And I've always said, okay, you're right. I thought you were right.
Now you're just saying that you said the idea.
I'm not proving fucking bullshit. You're just saying, oh, I made a traveling podcast where I'm gonna go fucking meet famous guests in random places. I wouldn't go to the bar. I don't ever go to the bar or anything. In different places.
Why'd you go to the bar and just meet random fucking people? And
that's the sickest idea. That's my idea. Why are you fucking hating on it now?
That's a stupid idea.
Well, yeah, exactly. You thought of it, so they just changed it.
I don't know, whatever.
But you see what I'm saying, right? That's just a little crazy. That's all I'm saying. It's just
you don't even know where I'm at in my head right now.
I really don't, because I fucking remember having the idea, dog.
Nobody's trying to know or get.
Cool, it's your idea. Well,
leave that.
You know what's so crazy?
No.
It's your fucking idea. I don't give a shit.
What's so crazy? No,
it's your idea. Maybe I fucked up.
Thank you. I appreciate that 100%. But I gave you the credit is that when I brought it up, because you're the balancing board of what my ideas are anyways, I fucking bring up any idea to you anyways, and you add on to it.
Apparently not. I have no idea.
How are you talking about? You add on. I was so mad. I was so fucking furious for 1 second.
You on the goddamn
But you know what I mean, though? You know what I mean?
I don't love you,
This is the Blake podcast. The Kolbe and Blake podcast. Just kick you off. Just come to Johnny's house to do a podcast.
Yeah.
This is what it is,
ladies and gentlemen, by the way, I'm still there.
I feel like that'd be a really fucking badass idea.
All right. So.
Go ahead, Kolbe. Let's hear what Colby's got to say. He's been real quiet this whole time, loving the dispute between us. Bro, you just see his face. He's like a fucking 6-year-old kid. Me and you arguing. He's just like, I'm so glad they hate each other.
Go ahead, what are you saying?
Hang on. Did you say the F word?
Faggot. We said it too.
I'm sorry.
I'm scared to say words.
Sorry. I'm gonna just have to sue you for everything that you've
got. Lawyers right behind him, ready.
Dude. I'm gonna have to take,
No! Freak out. No. Just put anything you point out. No. Especially not that leather face mask.
No, like, I genuinely miss you guys, and it's super cool to see you guys.
Dude, I'm fucking thank you for talking Johnny into doing it, bro. I folded real quick, and if you just a little more pressure, I'm glad that we did this podcast.
No, I actually I love you. I love you.
Love you.
I love.
Say you love us, Johnny, and quit being mad about the fucking.
Well, you know how it is.
Yeah.
Johnny knows he loves me.
He does. Say you love
me and Johnny had one of the dopest nights of all time.
I was trying to think when you ever told me that fucking idea. I'm trying to figure out. That's all I'm thinking about.
Well, you'll figure it out. If you can figure it out, you will. If you can't figure it out, you won't. Because you'll look into it, you'll try to find it. But
so what did you tell me? When did you tell it to me?
Bro, I can't just be like, oh, guess what? All the drunken nights I've had for fucking 2 years.
I literally just told you. I told
you
what
I know. I remember the exact.
Tell me so I can try to trigger something in my mind so I remember it.
So you're the guy that got cucked, and guess what? I remember 100% because every single time that story comes up, there's no way I don't ever bring it up because Charlie has the same story where he fucked a dude's wife and the guy ate the cum out of the pussy. So no matter what, I know I brought that story up. Just like how I did the other day. You said, I didn't hear that story. Dude, I've known that story for 5 years. Charlie told you the story.
I don't think Charlie ever told me the story. Maybe.
Dude, I
cool. Maybe, yeah, cool.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, so I remember that story.
When did you... Just tell me when you told me.
All right.
Dude, I can't remember exactly when I've told you. I mean, I'm sure.
When did you first think of it?
Dude, when did I first think of this podcast? I remember bringing it up to you. How could I switch that in my mind? How could you not see my point of view?
Why would I lie about it? I remember saying it to you.
Why would I lie about it?
That's what I'm saying.
I remember saying it to you.
When? Tell me.
When? What is when?
I don't remember.
When is when? I don't know when is. Oh, I just had it fucking exactly 1 year. I didn't tell nobody about my fucking idea right when I had it. I had it for a minute.
When did you have it though? Like, where were you?
Well, I don't know, dude. I don't know when I had an idea. I just had this idea exactly. If I was Matt Wolf, I could tell you. October 19th, 2019, exactly.
Tell me a date. Just tell me what, like, how.
Tell me what. How I fucking told you 13,000 times. I travel all over. I go to bars all the time by myself. Yeah. And I've met many stories, amazing stories that I've told you, where I've had fucking real close, fucking like intimate, fucking. Cool things happen to me. Random people come up to me. He's like, I knew you were a real ass dude. Like, the coolest dude in the fucking bar, dude. His name was Big Mike. And he fucking barbecued for the bar in Sandbar. And me and him had like a weird conversation at first. And like right after that, we were super cool. And he told me when I had to leave, I was like, hey bro, I'm leaving, man. That was fucking so cool. He hung out with me every time I went to the bar. Always pulled his seat up next to me. Super cool dude. And he's like, I knew the fucking first day I met you, you were a fucking real ass dude. And I just thought that was crazy, dude. I knew this dude for 4 months. I had people that were like, dude, you're leaving? Oh my god, no. I've known him for fucking months. You know what I mean? Right. And I'm dead ass serious. It's a real thing to have me. It sounds crazy. It does. You know what I mean? It's hard to believe.
That's the only thing that annoys me because I feel like I remember having the epiphany of having the idea. That's why I'm so fucking hooked up on it. Because I remember like, holy fuck, dude. This would be it. Because I remember having that, dude, this would be crazy if we did this. Right. We go travel bar to bar because we have these crazy conversations with people.
So crazy to me.
Let's explain something. Who can explain the idea better?
I know exactly my thoughts on it. I know exactly
say your idea.
100%.
Say what you...
Okay.
My idea was
Let's hear it.
Okay, right here.
Stop talking. Let him talk then.
Let's hear it. That's all I said. Fuck you. My idea was that exact thing, the experience I just told you about, where that dude literally looked at me and said, whoa, ever since I met you, you're a real ass dude. Right there, dude. That's for no matter what. I remember feeling that. So I can tell you an exact time.
But what are you selling?
What am I selling, dude?
Yeah,
it was
my
whole point was the fucking okay. Hey, me and Johnny. It was always me and Johnny, of course, right?
No, I know, but what's
the podcast? We're going. No, there is no point of the pod. There's no selling of the podcast. It's like what we have now. We could. I would love to find a super crazy selling point. The selling point is that we travel, and we don't have famous guests. I mean, I wish I could get famous guests. I'd be down. I'd fucking have as many as I could.
Are we on?
We're on it, dude. You're famous now. So sweet. I know. To have random, dude. The whole point of that whole story he told us. The guy randomly fucked a dude. He just met us. Told us.
But that wasn't your story. That wasn't your story about.
That was his story.
I know, but that wasn't
when I was there, right?
Yes, but you didn't have. That wasn't your story of how you thought of it.
No.
So use an example from your own shit.
I already told him. The fucking 4 fucking months I hung out at that bar and I met these random people and did cocaine.
What's the idea of the
idea of the fucking podcast is getting in a goddamn van and traveling the United States like I said I wanted to because I want to hit a bar in every fucking state. Because I've already hit many bars and went to bars by myself interacted with people by myself and made friends by myself. That's the whole point. I could travel anywhere. I know I can do it because I've already done it 10 other times. I could travel anywhere, and I can meet people, and I know people have amazing stories. They just got to get in the fucking van.
I agree with that, but I think I think there needs to be some kind of.
Let me say what I was saying.
What is he? What are you
What
talking
I was
about?
There needs to be some kind of.
1 second.
Can I tell my idea? So
Constraint to it as far as like refining it, getting it.
No, I
better.
absolutely agree. Because that's why I asked. That's why I brought it up to Johnny. Because that's the base skeleton of it. I know I can travel to fucking other places and meet people and drink, right, and get people to open up to me. That's the whole point. We just gotta hang out with people and find those certain people. I get it, like crazy ass fucking. You know, we can find the weirdos of the podcast. I know what you're saying. You're talking, defining it, making it clear.
Yeah.
But you asked me where the idea came from, and that's where it came from. That's a rough sketch of the idea.
Okay, let me tell
How
you
does that not
Okay,
make sense?
so-
It's a rough sketch.
Let me tell you how I remember the events
All right, so
happening.
John
This is what I
wants
remember.
to tell us what happened.
Let me tell you what exactly everything.
John wants to
So
tell
my
us
whole
what
thing was,
happened.
I remember we were talking to this guy. We had these crazy questions with him. He was just telling us his fucking everything.
It's crazy.
And I remember just sitting at the bar. Cause I remember we ended up moving because they closed the fucking thing on us. And we ended up moving. We sitting over in this fucking the booth area.
Where were you at? What state?
Iron Horse.
Iron Horse?
Iron Horse.
We're fucking. We sat in that booth.
You don't mind
And
if
then,
I
yeah, then
you
you
don't
went
mind
down
if I
to-
keep this up so my questions can be clear here. Do you?
Yeah, but I don't mind. But we went to the bar to get a drink. I remember thinking to myself, like, holy fuck, this would be the best podcast. Where we interview this drunk fucking. When we just get drunk, we go to bar. So maybe I didn't even think about. I don't know, maybe I did. I don't know. But
Yeah,
anyway,
you
I remember I was going to bar, talk to the
you
person.
did.
I remember I talked to Blake. I was like, dude, this would be it. This is the podcast we should be doing. I don't know if we call it drunken.
So you
I
came
had
up.
no
You,
idea for. I had
he
no
came
idea.
up.
I know, but I
he
remember
came up
thinking
the name at the same night. You came up with the name right then
No, I
and
know
there.
the name. I was trying to think of a name. I was like, I don't know what we call it. But this should be the great idea is to go travel in a bus. I said a bus. Go travel in a bus. Go to dive bar to dive bar. And we go talk. We go get drunk. We make these cool ass meet random people.
You thought of
and
this.
bring them into the fucking because I know me and him drink. I know he wants to. And we both want to travel. I like traveling. I'd love to go meet random fucking strangers. Just because he does it and I don't doesn't mean I don't.
I'm not. I'm not. No.
What I'm saying is I remember saying that to him and just being so excited and telling him and him were both going off on different things about it, different concepts.
What
Something's
countries?
happening where we're mixing up part of the story. There's two parts of the story that's going to equal into one. And I just don't think we've matched up the part. Because that's just so crazy to me. You're just sitting there. I leave you. You're by yourself. You're just having an epiphany by yourself. Oh, wow. Yeah, but you already heard. So what? You already heard my idea of traveling around doing the podcast. With a van.
No, I remember you said something about a van.
Exactly. So you already remembered that idea.
Podcast. Yeah,
you already remembered that idea.
Didn't we watch fucking Steve-O's podcast? He was traveling.
No, we watched Steve-O's and I brought that up. I said it's kind of like the fucking Steve-O and fucking Bob and who is it? Seinfeld, right?
No.
Seinfeld that does the
coffee one.
The coffee one, because I said that. I remember that specifically. It's kind of like that, but we're not driving around and doing it. It's going to a place, meeting the people, bringing them into the podcast. We were talking to each other.
That's why I'm trying to figure out what your memory is of how you thought of it.
Dude, my memory's nothing to do with that. My memory has nothing to do with that one dude. That wasn't my spark
at all.
No, that wasn't the spark of my fucking creativity on it.
He already had the idea.
My idea was there. You already said
He already had the ideas.
You know what I mean?
No, you did. No,
Where would I go,
bro?
That's what I'm saying.
John, you just admitted to it. You literally just said like, oh yeah, I remember that.
You remember that part, but not the
van?
bar part.
Yes.
I remember the van part.
So you had an epiphany after hearing my idea about almost the same idea, but going to bars.
Yeah, I heard you say I want to travel and do something like that. I remember I also said I wanted to go to
I remember specifically talking. You even said you remembered a van.
Yeah.
You said that.
I know, so I'm saying. It's exactly what I'm saying. So after you heard my idea, you had the epiphany of something just almost similar, exactly like it, but with a bus going to bars.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. Mine was the van going to bars.
Not bars. I don't remember anything about bars.
Dude, well, that's crazy.
Was the thing.
Where the fuck would I go, dude?
I don't know, Blake.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm trying to get to your head. I'm not saying you're a liar, dude. I don't think you're a liar.
I remember what happened.
And I do too. So
you
that's
don't.
real. No, I don't.
You literally said,
I don't.
remember
So you just
thinking
had
of
an epiphany idea. You know what? I like to travel, and I think we should go to different bars and meet all these people. when I've already been doing that and already told you about an idea I had with a van traveling and meeting other people? But it's your idea because you thought,
wasn't meeting
fuck,
random
we should
people.
go to bars.
It wasn't meeting random people. That wasn't part of the idea.
I don't know. Who am I meeting?
I don't fucking know. I don't remember.
So you don't remember none of that part, but you just remember these other parts.
I remember something about a van. That's all I remember. I don't remember what you went into with the deal with the van.
That's fucking insane. You can't back up on that, dude. That's crazy.
I don't remember you. What do you mean back up on what? I literally said
I do remember you traveling around and doing with the van, the podcast in a van. How is that not exactly the same thing I'm doing, but going to bars? Tell me right now.
The bar is the only thing I'm
How is
claiming.
it not the same thing?
The bar is the only thing I'm claiming.
Dude.
Where would I go, Johnny?
I don't fucking know.
That's what's crazy. You act like I don't go to the same place with you all the time. That would be insane. Oh, no, I don't want to go to bars. I want to go to the library. I don't know. Probably the same fucking idea I had. That's what I don't get either. You know what I mean? I've had the same thing. I understand, dude. I understand.
I just remember thinking of it. That's what I don't get.
I don't either, because
memories
are tricky. You've even told me that yourself. Memories do trick yourself.
True, but you also don't remember thinking of the idea.
What are you talking?
You just said you didn't remember when it happened. You said,
I have to remember exactly when my fucking idea happened, not all the experiences that led up to the fucking idea. Yeah, I need to know when the idea happened. It was before that. Yeah, can I tell you how I know it's proof? You told me you remembered my goddamn idea before that day happened. So that's my idea. Sorry, dude, you fucked yourself into that all day.
You did say.
Sorry, dude.
I'm sorry
that. You believe. Sorry, that sounds rude.
Know.
It sounds rude.
Johnny.
I don't want to do the podcast. You do it with Kolbe, I guess.
What? No.
I
forgot we're even doing the podcast. Come on.
No, dude, that's why I'm
ignoring my entire.
I'm not ignoring you because I know, dude. How? That's so insane.
I can't remember. Well, you were talking.
Well, how can I remember it too? How can I remember something? Because you know what's funny? What I remember is bringing it up to you because I've had the idea, and I was like, oh.
Tell me that. Tell me what.
Before then. No, don't matter. Before then. Doesn't matter.
Picture. I want to remember it.
What date was that? What date was that?
I don't know. I'm not asking you for the. I'm not asking you for the day.
What are you asking me?
I'm trying to tell you. Describe the moment.
The fucking moment I met Big Mike, and he said you're a fucking solid dude, and I met you. Well, since I met you, I thought the same thing.
I feel like it was before Arizona. When you went to Arizona.
Alright.
I think it was last summer.
There seems to be some kind of resentment here.
Resentment? We just hate each other.
No, we both think we came up with an idea. That's all it is.
Alright, so
it's really hard to it's hard to differentiate because we talk about each other's ideas, brand new ideas to each other.
Let's have a civil debate without screaming at each other.
It gets hard though. It does.
I know. I get that. Alright.
Because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I want to hear from both of you guys. Okay, this is a two-person answer. What exactly is the point of the idea that you guys have? Like no, I know, but like where are you looking at to like bring it to?
See, well, that's the whole thing. That's the framework. That's first of all, we're not talking about a fucking. We're not talking about a fucking idea. My whole thing was a rough sketch of an idea of, hey, I think this might work. Fucking traveling to different bars and fucking hanging out with people and drinking with them and bringing them into the podcast.
So you're getting there to the point where you want like just interesting people that you meet.
It's just a rough draft. It wasn't a fucking fully comprehended idea.
Right,
it was just an idea.
Are you cool with that, John? Like,
no, it doesn't fucking matter, to be honest. I just want to do the fucking idea.
That'd be sick to do the idea. But that's the thing. I would never
I'll
take
give you
an idea from you ever, knowingly and willingly.
Okay, I wouldn't do this. And you think I would do that to you?
No, I don't.
Exactly. So we
what
both
are we arguing
we
about?
agree to disagree about our nightmare memories. It's like, yes, our good memories are tricking and fooling us.
First of all, not only are our memories tricking
and
fooling,
and gentlemen,
we also get hammered, drunk, and discuss them.
Apparently,
I just very detailed. See, can I just ask this real quick?
I told you my whole memory of having the idea.
I know.
So
but it's real hard to it's real hard to say your case when you remember my story in your idea.
Yeah, so I don't remember if it was before or after, but it had to be before because
I've done that.
I feel like you've said something about a van, but I don't know.
But I remember that's what I'm saying. That's my whole thing. I remember vans and I was because I was proud of the idea, dude. I'm not kidding. The idea came from
that idea. That's what I think. Is because I remember you saying something about traveling and doing a podcast.
But where would I, dude? How do you miss that whole point? Where would I travel to? What would be the point of that podcast?
But why do I remember just come up to you and just be like, dude, this is it? Like I remember like
I don't remember that at all. I don't even just be like, dude, this is the idea that's gonna make us. No, I don't remember that at all.
I don't
remember you doing ever that. I don't think I've ever seen you do that ever.
Does it matter?
Yeah, now I want to fight. So sweet.
No, cause I remember just like at the table, like, dude. This is what we could do.
No, I know, but like, does it matter at this point?
No. No.
Right? Is there any way to get past it?
No.
No,
Because we both have faulty memories of the situation.
Exactly.
Mine's perfect.
So who fucking cares? Hey, who fucking cares?
Yeah.
I'm alive, you're alive, he's alive.
For all we know, we probably still have someone else.
You know what would be sick though? No, it would be sick. I would love to fucking do something like that where I think we should have multiple podcasts.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I would love.
You don't think we are?
No, that's what I'm saying. Like I would love to actually, because that's the thing. Triple teamed idea. You know what I mean?
Right.
I would love to have someone else, because me and Johnny also think a lot alike, and you know what I mean. And we also don't think a lot alike too. But having someone else, you know, also another person we thought about was Cole.
I like Cole.
Cole's funny.
I like Cole.
I do like Cole.
He
should come on more.
He's a shit talker.
He is a shit talker. I love it. That's what you're the fucking biggest shit talker. What are you talking about?
Cole's a little shit talker.
You're a way bigger shit talker. Are you talking about seriously?
Yeah, he's probably actually. I remember one time actually, funny story, that everybody's gonna hear, obviously.
No, we're not recording. So
Yeah.
That's the one.
He almost believed it.
Cole left his skateboard outside his house one day, and I was like 14. Cole was probably like, I don't know, 12, 11.
Yeah.
And he left his skateboard outside, so I decided to go fuck with it. And I went over and I took a piece of chalk and I wrote COB HQ, Children of Bodom Hate Crew, on the top of his fucking skateboard and broke it in half in the middle of the street and left it there.
Oh, dude, you're
You're a douchebag.
like a douchebag.
Hey, Cole, if you're listening,
Sorry!
I'm so sorry.
Dude, can I tell you something?
I'm so sorry, buddy, dude. I ended up liking Cole.
Sexually?
You didn't like it
Yeah.
at first? Is that why you did it?
No, dude, there's
Like, you live by
There's
Cole
a-
and fucking
yeah,
Shane.
there's a couple things I can't
Do you
disclose.
know Justin Sand?
No.
No.
But there's a couple things I can't disclose.
About you and him fucking?
No,
He's
just
not molested.
about
Why'd you have to bring it up? You don't have to bring stuff up that you can't disclose.
certain vandalism things that
Good
happen
thing
to
this
me.
is literally recorded only for the cops.
He
Awesome.
burned the house.
You
he
just
burned
fucked
their house
up.
down and
You
killed
just
their
fucked
family,
up
didn't
because
Well,
this is a
awesome.
straight fuck. What is it called when cops hit you up?
Trap.
Sting.
No, entrapment.
Sting actually.
This is what this is.
Sting is
100%
actually a better.
entrapment.
It's illegal entrapment.
Heart, good night,
It's
guys.
illegal entrapment. Can you imagine just fucking straight up cops roll in?
Anyways, it's Brian Holtzman, dude. We randomly he started talking to us, dude.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, I showed him the picture.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
but
dude, he came up to our fucking table randomly and killed Tony Hinchcliffe.
Yeah.
Dude, he walked up and literally fucking
Jamar
looked at...
Neighbors, too.
Dude, Brian Holtzman's just killing
Jamar
it all.
Neighbors
Yeah,
is a
dude, so many people came... Brian was hanging out with us, and he wanted to hang out with us, and yet all these people kept coming up to him and fucking taking pictures with him, bro.
But fucking Johnny fucked it up.
No, I didn't. No, what
No,
happened?
I didn't.
What happened was then they're like, oh, you guys didn't come to the show?
No, I came up to him, I said, hey, if we're going to go to your show, we got to get in line right
Yeah,
now.
but the answer,
And-
you come to the show first or no?
No.
Oh,
I
yeah?
brought that up. I said...
Oh, you brought it up?
Yeah, I
didn't
brought it
know
up to him. I said, because I walked out. Remember how I left a couple times?
Yeah, I was pissed.
Yeah, I left because I feel weird, you know what I mean? Because I want to joke back with them, but I don't want to because I don't want to like take their moment, and I don't want to feel like I'm that dude that's trying to be too funny as a fan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, you get what I'm saying, right?
No.
Okay, well, I do. So I fucking went and got a drink, and then I walked outside, and I came back, and I was like, well, dude, if you're fucking... I was like, when do you go on again? And he's like, I go on at 9, and it was 9:40. And I was like, oh, fuck, dude. I was like, if we're going to get to your show, we have to get in line right now. He's like, you guys want to go to the show? And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah. He's like, come with me. And fucking walked us into his Bro, he was almost late to his own show. We walked in, the dude finished up, and
He was
called
saying he had to
him
be
up.
on at 10.
Oh, no,
I remember
one
he said
dude came
10.
up
He
before
said he had to be at 10.
Dude,
He said 9, I thought. And then
No, he said 10.
I went to
remember
the
saying 10.
comedy
More than
store one time, and we went to the belly room, which is the smallest room, and they had this show that was like, you didn't have any material when you went on stage, so everybody would just throw material out, and you'd have to riff on it. And it was like Kevin Nealon,
Fuck,
and
so cool.
it was Jeff Ross,
Fuck.
and it was Joe Rogan, and it was all these fucking just killers,
Dude, that's
dude.
killer.
It was just dude, for like $50. We were like up in this like
Where was this at? The comedy show where?
the comedy show in LA.
Comedy store.
Comedy
Yeah,
store.
he did say that. No, he said
No, I know. I was just correcting you.
But it was just
Stay
it was
pissed.
like so we like get done, dude. We're like in the belly room. It was like all these just fucking killers, dude. Jeff Ross and all these guys. They would just come out and they just look at the crowd and be like, "Nice hat, dude." And then they would just roast this dude for like 45 minutes.
Dude, that's almost like what? Dude, that's sick as fuck. And you know what's so weird to me that you say that? Because how long ago is this?
2 years ago.
Same exact fucking show happened at Skankfest. It's called What's Your Fucking Deal? And it's Big J and Ari.
Yeah.
And Ari was walking through the fucking crowd.
And just finding people.
And just fucking roasted. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
Wait. How'd you say it?
It was Big J Okerson and Ari.
No, with you.
Oh, okay. So mine.
They don't have any material. The crowd gives them the material. They come in and they just roast
material.
Yeah.
So Joe Rogan comes out. He does like 25, 30 minutes.
Oh, shit.
He does like 30 minutes of like his last special.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. And then they do that.
And then he like starts just like fucking making fun of people. And then everybody chants for Jeff Ross to come back out.
No shit.
It's because the roast master.
Yeah, he's
Jeff
amazing.
Ross,
Yeah, he's on
dude.
every single roast.
Everybody's like, Jeff Ross, Jeff Ross, Jeff Ross. Like, getting all loud because, like, Rogan was funny, but, like, Jeff Ross was just literally, like, he would just look at somebody and
just kill them.
He would just destroy their whole entire
Yeah, that's
life.
how. But dude, that's his comedy for like 15 years.
Yeah,
He's been killing it for 15
years. And he had
years
just shaved his head. He had just been bald, dude. So he looked like a slug.
Yeah, dude.
Well,
he does not
I
look
think
good with
I
shaved
think
head.
it's more. It's different for What's Your Fucking Deal is different because What's Your Fucking Deal is something that Big J did frickin' like. How did it 4 or 5 years ago for that? What's that one stupid NBC? I can't remember. They make fun of it too for the people that like comedy specials on it and shit. It's like it's not
NBC.
It's not like
NBC?
Cisco or it's on some weird fucking name. It's like some
And
weird.
he was on it.
Fuck. Yeah, but yeah.
Big J was.
Yeah, Big J had a TV show. Well, one of the TV shows was on a streaming service that.
Wasn't Tom Segura getting fucked up?
No, it was Big J doing that where he has one person, one guest comedian goes out and goes person to person, and then they just make fun of the person or whatever. They ask them questions about their life, and it's kind of like Kill Tony, how they ask him questions about their life, and then he kind of fucks them with them. It's more like that in a similar way. But like,
I guess that's really not an idea that you can really take over because that's been happening forever.
Yeah, no. The idea of a person walking through the crowd is the biggest part of What's Your Fucking Deal. Because What's Your Fucking Deal is what's up.
Yeah,
you know,
and Ari comes up to that person and he makes fun of him a little bit, and then they make fun of him.
Yeah,
a little
ask
bit.
questions about their lives.
No, it was smooth, honestly.
And
it wasn't like it was like straight up impromptu.
Well, the one that I went to, I went to the belly room first. I told you about the comedians
They also told me to do
that I saw,
new stuff.
and then I walked outside, and there's this like brick patio like thing that goes on, like through the and I just like go out there to smoke a cigarette, and I look over, and there's Tony Hinchcliffe, and I was like, "Oh, hey, Tony," and he's all, "What's up, guys?" And I was just like, "Nothing, man." Like smoking a cigarette. I was just like, you know, where are you on tonight? Because our tickets were for the belly room.
Mm-hmm.
So there's 3 different rooms that are, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be in the OR tonight," and I was like,
"Fuck,
man!" I was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know." I was like, "I'm gonna see Rogan and you know, blah 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 blah." Like,
he's like, "Oh,"
and he was like, "Cool, man, cool." Like he's got a really funny new
special
like thing that's coming out, and I was just like, "All right," and I was like, "All right, bye," and I just like walked outside and just walked into Tony Hinchcliffe, dude. Like that's how it is at the Comedy Store. It's unbelievable. You just walk around.
I don't know, at Skankfest, that's how it is. There are people just walking around within the festival. It's so
cool,
crazy.
Bro. Just watching fucking Arch if you walk by you 10 times. Big J, Lewis, J. Gomez. Dude, Shane Gillis looked right.
Walking past you, moving people around to go around. Like,
yeah, but dude, I've met.
Bro, I was drunk at the table nodding out, and I woke up to Shane Gillis looking at me and going, like, he caught my eye, and I was like, shaking him out of a straight drunk.
Did you guys watch the last podcast, dude, of
Which
him
one?
and Mark Harmon? Yeah.
And Ari Shaffir or
Ari
Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
I watched that.
That was one of the best podcasts I've probably ever listened to in my life.
Oh, yeah, it was great. It was hilarious. It was funny, though, because they made fun of, he said, okay, do Trump talking about Amy Schumer. They're like, oh, whoa. Because he said what he was. That's what Trump would say.
He did a good job at first.
Trump would say that.
No, why would you stop?
I know. Why would you be all faggot about? Like, what do you think Trump was gonna say?
Right.
Literally, Chuck Schumer is her fucking. Anyways, even the real one probably hates Chuck Schumer enough to hate Amy Schumer even more. You know what I mean? It's like a weird. It's also like repeated shit that he basically said about fucking Rosie O'Donnell. Which was
Dude,
Donald Trump?
Donald Trump shit on.
No.
That's what I was asking.
Because Trump and Rose O'Donnell had that
huge
back in like the fucking early 2000s.
Hardcore.
Dude.
He hates Rosie O'Donnell. He would bring her up like
dude, that was so sick.
Oh yeah, like the fat bitch Rosie O'Donnell.
Are you guys still in the podcast? I keep saying that.
Dude, we were in an hour and 42 minutes.
I'm joking, obviously.
Dude,
no.
Isn't that crazy?
Dude,
how easy is an hour and 42 minutes to do?
That's nothing.
Nothing.
That's nothing.
Can you imagine having fucking like Joe Rogan on your fucking podcast, or Jordan Peterson, or fucking Neil deGrasse Tyson? I could talk to that person for 15 years.
Oh, that is my dream, though. I remember way back in the day, before I even thought of even having a podcast ever, was like, I want to get high.
Was that when you and Blake?
Yeah, dude,
was that when you and Blake came up with it at the same time?
Johnny's the reason why we have this podcast.
Was that when you guys came up with it? No,
No,
it's funny, man. Like, okay, the idea of like having this conversation.
Well, the name of the podcast comes from George and John.
But like, there's no like to me, there's no like argumentation from it, right? It's like, okay, yeah, the name of the podcast.
Yeah,
the name of the podcast. What?
The name of the podcast is Drunken Dispute. And what do you think? Right. Me and Johnny almost fucking fist fought.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the whole point. We get drunk. We drink. Because, you know what I mean? The podcast, there's people that drink on podcasts and smoke weed on podcasts. That's no problem.
We always argue.
But we're always arguing.
Do you know what nobody does on podcasts?
Get gay.
Just rail coke.
We should fucking rail coke on podcasts. Down. We should smoke meth next. And then shoot me up. And you guys don't have to do
we should just rail lines of coke.
And so I was saying, fuck you, Johnny!
Dude, all three of us, dude.
That's way better than being high as fucking
Johnny, do you remember?
But no, when you're really high on coke, it's
hang on, listen. Johnny, do you remember when we went to buy coke that one time and your truck was breaking down and your eyesight couldn't work? And we had to go back to my dad's house and take my dad's car to go get the coke out in the valley. You don't remember that?
I remember that black friend you had there, though.
Fuck you?
No.
No, he's actually pretty cool.
Kevin.
Kevin's cool.
If you remember Kevin, then you remember that.
No, I remember the whole story. I remember everything. I remember fucking driving in front of that because we went up and I didn't really want to take my car either because like, I don't know.
Yeah, Johnny's car wouldn't work.
Well, yeah, it's because it was when that fucking my fuel pump was going out. And whenever I tried to go fast, it fucking would.
That was like for a year, dude. That was terrible.
If I got that fixed, but then I went.
So we hop on the freeway. One night, going to the valley to get cocaine, and Johnny's truck is just
bogging. So scared. I don't want to get drugs in this car. No thanks. Take me home now.
So I tell John to take me. I'm like, dude, I can take my dad's car.
100%.
Like, fuck it,
Immediately
dude.
get rid of the car that doesn't work. Destroy it. Whatever you have to do, just get that cocaine.
So we go back over there, and we go into this bar, which is one of the
we were making fun of my eyesight.
Yeah, of course.
When I was driving back,
of course.
We were coming down fucking.
Yeah, because he was losing his fucking.
Pleasant View.
He was crashing into the side of the road.
We go up to fucking McGuire, then go down pole line, then we go down pole line, and then we're going through.
He couldn't see.
I didn't see. There was like I completely. I wasn't even. I couldn't see. I just completely did not look to the right. I just didn't look.
Didn't see it.
It's not like I did. It's not like I was
like your eyesight restricted you.
Yeah,
from
exactly.
Seeing, but you didn't see it.
I didn't look. Not I didn't see. I didn't look.
You didn't see it.
I didn't look.
I thought we were gonna get T-boned today.
Like, hey, stop! And like, oh fuck. Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, sorry man. Oh yeah, you probably because you're high. I'm like, I'm not even high right now.
Bro, you know what's funny?
It's probably because I was talking. What really was happening?
Oh, yeah.
I got distracted easy, and I just fucking didn't look right.
First of all, me and Johnny
got nailed.
Me and Johnny took acid.
Hang on a second. He just didn't look.
No. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. It
happens sometimes.
It does. It does
sometimes
happen.
Sometimes it happens. You're lucky. And
I'm really weird about that, Mike.
But I also looked though at the end after he yelled and screamed.
Yeah, when I thought
we're gonna die.
When I thought we were gonna get murdered. When I thought we were gonna get murdered, I yelled out and screamed at you, John, stop.
Oh yeah, Johnny had to do that to me, dude. We're on acid, and so we're going straight. And you know how like the left turn light will turn green first sometimes?
Yeah.
And it will stay red?
Yeah.
We're on acid. We took acid, wanted to go get more, went and got more. Have acid. We're almost to my house, bro. And I just fucking sitting there. This light turns green, and I just fucking start going. You're like, that's a red light, and just fucking just blow through that red light. We're like, it happens, dude. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. It happens.
Yeah.
When you're high on acid, especially. When you're sober.
That happens, yeah. You make mistakes. Mistakes
It
happen.
does happen, but
I was being distracted, dude. I was nervous for you guys, dude. You made me nervous.
so sick.
That was fucked up, yeah.
So you just been drinking all day.
Dude, it says, first of all, the guy who's wrecked total 2 cars getting shit-faced gets all,
3! He even threw up an extra. He even threw up an extra.
He went 3 times. And I made one mistake. I didn't even get hurt. I just fucking went.
But you could have.
Yeah,
And that's why he screamed.
I made a mistake. I'll have told you what happened. He was gonna skip over that part.
I
save my story.
hate being like the better than now person.
You are that person, though.
But
You
I
love it, actually.
No, I don't.
You totally love it.
No, I
I'm
don't.
just kidding. Go ahead. What were you going to say?
No, I don't at all. I make stupid mistakes, and I think
All the
about it the next day, and I'm like, God damn it, what an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that's what
do
I did
that
that
all
time
the
too.
fucking time, and I hate it.
I did that times where I've drove through like you can't see. Like fuck, there's probably no one there, and you go, and then boom, the car goes right behind you. Ugh. Nah, I remember I had those moments where I just talked to myself like, Jesus, because you can't ever do that shit. Don't fuck around with that shit.
See, I can actually see.
What?
He's fucking top.
His
He can't. He's like,
eyes-
his
all
eyesight
clooned
came
out.
back for a second. He's like, I can actually see.
Am I clooning out?
Yeah, I don't know.
No,
the fuck you're
first of all,
talking
dude, Clunan, when Josh, Kenny, and fucking Carter broke in, yeah, because it's not we didn't invite them. They just randomly showed up like you were gonna do. That's the way to do it. If we have a podcast and you ever just want to show up to Johnny's house.
Can
fucking hang out.
Kenny please come in here?
We have a special guest. He's like, I've been waiting to beat Carter's ass. Fucking Carter.
Could you imagine?
He just beats up Carter. He's with him.
Imagine if Kenny was just outside, just
Crying. He wouldn't care. I swear to God, dude, I really, truly believe in my heart that Kenny put that motherfucker up to try to fuck with me. I really do. I do. Johnny doesn't. I do.
What's the story?
Remember I told you about that guy.
You told me half of it.
Yeah, so the guy, so the guy was there, and he was like straight up like, dude, so I'm joking around having a good time with everybody, but this guy always just had that one little China, it was not overly advert dart, you know what I mean,
Right.
a fucking, hey, you're a bitch, but it was
Always
enough to make me see it and notice and fucking, and I remember,
Really?
yeah, and I remember, so at the very, it's like, it happened a couple of times, and I remember being like, hey, dog, do we have a problem? Because it sounds like we have a fucking problem. It really does. He's like, no, man. I was like, then shake my fucking hand, dude. Shake my fucking hand then, right? If we have no problem,
Right.
shake my hand. Shook my hand. And then fucking right after that, because Johnny fucking, he always feels like I bitched out by fucking make him shake my hand. But I'll tell you right now, well, it didn't make me feel like a bitch, but you were like, well, I don't know, it was kind of weird, but how I remember it 100%, if you have the balls enough to say that to a motherfucker and say, hey, do we have a fucking problem? If you got a problem, you better fucking say it now.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
I said, and then he said, no, we don't have a problem. I said, okay, then shake my hand, then we don't have a problem. He immediately turned on Carter. And fucking started. Carter's the one that actually acted more crazy than I did, remember?
Well, no, because what happened, this is the whole story. Blake's missing chunks. Because he's a-
Yeah,
Because
alright.
what other chunks
No,
are you
no,
about?
no, no, no.
There's pretty crazy chunks. Because a part of it was, too, he's like, so we gonna do something about it? He's like, oh, we got gloves over there, we can fight. And like, fuck that, I fight with my fists.
Who said
Like,
that?
that's what you said to him. He's like, I don't use gloves. I'll fight with my hands if I want to
All right,
fight.
good for Blake.
Yeah, exactly. That's what Blake said. And then he said,
Good for Blake.
I said he bitched out. Because he said, okay, and then he shook your hand because he kind of
Oh, I
fucking
thought you were
backed
saying
down.
that I bitched
No,
out.
because you
yeah.
gave him an out.
Yeah,
John.
I gave him out by saying shake my hand. I was like, either
Exactly.
fight
But
me
he
now.
bitched out because when you said that.
All right.
He-
So
he
the question is,
No, hold on.
Well, no,
Finish,
it wasn't
finish.
Kenny though. It was Kenny's friend. did
Yeah,
that.
it wasn't Kenny. It
And
wasn't
then
Kenny.
Kenny was getting all hyped up by his boyfriend.
He
Started
was.
fucking because that's how Kenny. Everybody knows what that's about Kenny. Kenny's energy shifts
I want
with the
to
friends
fight
around.
Kenny.
Yeah, and that's the one
He
dude that he
changed-
brought.
Bro,
He's the one dude
I
and
wanna-
that guy was getting hyphy around everybody,
He-
which is so
it's-
weird. We're so
exactly.
nice
And
and,
the thing
friendly.
with- and the-
Adam Cool was there, and he didn't want to fight the dude, but I did.
I want to
No,
fight
Adam
Kenny.
Cole-
Adam Cool was there.
Yeah, but he don't.
That's what I'm saying. Adam didn't even want to fight that dude. Adam had nothing to do with it. He didn't do anything
He
to
would
Adam.
have fought him. What do you mean?
No, dude, if that dude did that to Adam would have been fighting.
No.
Yeah.
Adam will fucking do.
Exactly,
that's what I'm
If
saying.
you were,
that dude was
if
Adam,
you were,
Adam was-
hang on, John. If you were if he thinks you're in danger
immediately kill him.
whatsoever, Adam is going on a fucking attack mode,
Oh,
dude.
100%.
And
He was the one that I
he
thought was
is.
saying that.
No, dude. He is going to
See,
if he even thinks that somebody even hurt you, Adam is gonna.
But not only that, you can't even go
gonna-
that far. No,
he-
if he thinks someone's actually trying to fuck with John purposefully and meanfully,
Yeah.
he will still stand up. And Adam was just chilling, having a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was watching.
What did he say? That's what I was gonna ask you. What did he say?
He was loving it. He loves that type of shit.
Oh yeah, I do too. Honestly.
Yeah, exactly. It was drama.
Yeah, it's not drama. It's like
It's
fucking
way
man.
drama.
No, I know it is. I didn't mean to say it like that.
Yeah,
it
it's
is
way
drama, but it's like fucking man up, dude. Fucking do something
Right.
then. Because you can be a
Right.
bitch and fucking throw passive aggressive darts all night long. Cool.
Exactly.
You're real tough that way, bitch. But when someone stands up to you and says fucking no,
Right.
what's up, dude? They don't do anything. And guess what? He immediately picked on Carter, and Carter got all
But it
crazy.
wasn't him. No, because it was Kenny that went after Carter.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And then that dude, and then remember how fucking
No, because let me tell because what
Go
happened was
ahead. You can-
because he said it
I want to hear John's story.
exactly because that guy was saying it to fucking Josh and then to Blake and then Kenny goes over to fucking Carter and is like starts because Carter always has that weird energy. I mean, Kenny always has that weird energy over Carter.
Trying to punk him out?
No, he talks down on
Yeah.
unless it was us three, it was me, Carter, or even like it was just the crew. If it's anyone of his friends, he treats Carter like shit.
Okay,
Weirdly. It's weird.
John,
Carter always brings that up.
listen to me. What's interesting about what you're telling me right now is he's never done that to me because he couldn't punk me around.
Exactly. No, that's how he does it.
Exactly.
No, it's exactly.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying about Carter. He knows he can do it.
I know. That's
Carter's
what.
a nice guy.
I
He doesn't wanna fuck with him.
I know,
He
but
just-
that's what
and then
dude.
Carter was getting pissed.
I'm loving to hear this because I've never seen this, dude.
Oh yeah, and it pissed Carter off.
Oh yeah, it
Carter's
made
like,
Carter really mad.
That's why he got mad because it happens all the time. Whenever he always
Really?
Yeah, so always it was a build up. It's like him just like
Kenny
Oh,
does
that's what
all
that
the time.
was. That was a crack up from that whole
well,
thing.
because Kenny always. Whenever we're normal, we're always
man.
together normal. It's always fine when it's just us.
But
then
then
when
someone else
it's
goes
almost
around-
like what Josh would always do with me. Josh did the same shit to me too. Whenever it was just me and him, we're always cool. But when he has friends out, when we had more friends over there, he'd always give me shit for hours on it when we were getting drunk at first when we first
Yeah,
at Bringer Street.
all right,
He'd always give me all that shit. That same type of thing.
Yeah.
And then it fucking made fucking Carter snap on him that one night, and then he was willing to fight him. And then I
He
don't know,
was willing to. I was crazy. I've never seen Carter like that. He was like ready to fight, and I was like, dude, because he was also mad at not only Kenny but Kenny's friend.
He should have.
And what he was saying, I think, was exactly what you're saying. He's like,
you know
always act
what,
like this with other
dude?
people around.
Carter probably would have whooped both of their asses. Carter is
would've
way
looked at Kenny.
tougher than those.
His friend was Kenny's friend was tougher than Kenny.
Kenny's a fucking
Yeah,
fake,
Kenny's
dude.
friend was tougher than Kenny.
But I think
He
Kenny
was.
actually
That's
has
not
weird-
that tough,
I feel like
man.
Kenny could maybe throw a hit.
I'd
at least.
fucking
I don't know.
smoke
No,
Kenny.
I
dog.
would.
I don't have any problem.
No, I understand that. But he could probably, you know what I mean? Everybody can throw a punch. You better
No.
not ever believe you
I
can't
know,
get lucky
I know,
shotted.
I know,
You
I
what
know.
mean? Lucky
But
shots happen all the time. I'd wreck that motherfucker.
95% of the time, I would fuck Kenny's world.
I really
up,
do
dude.
believe that too.
Like,
Bro.
he ain't-
I would
he's a
take
scrawny
Kenny to
bitch,
the
so I
ground and I would fucking
Kiss
almost
him.
lose my elbow. I'm not even
Can
joking,
you imagine
dude.
just breaking your own elbow? How'd you break your elbow? I fucking killed a guy. Snatched his face with my fucking elbow. That's from you falling to eat shit.
No, it's not.
Just kidding. You elbowed the guy in the face 10 times and then you also just happened to trip the next day?
No, this was from breaking up another fight.
Exactly. So what
Yeah.
happened with this fight?
It was another fight.
That's what I'm saying.
Breaking
you were
up.
using your elbow on his face though?
Yeah,
Liar!
this one. Yeah, I used it once.
Yeah, I used it once.
Skinned it. On his
Skinned it right on
jaw.
his
Like,
brutally
Alright, what is...
chiseled
I mean, I don't
jaw.
even understand what the point of this whole entire...
Call
Like,
you out. What was this
call
about?
me
You-
out. I'm
yeah,
saying,
you
yeah,
used
once.
This, and that's
I
why you got
said-
that? Is because you hit him in the face?
I said, yeah, once.
Okay.
I said, yeah, once.
What is that from? That looks
Once.
Like I know, but it looks like you
Fall
fell.
on the ground,
Oh.
yeah. That's what I said, you motherfucker.
Sorry.
God damn it.
You're a mean person. I'll turn on you now. You're bad.
Fucking
Hey, I
asshole.
love that we've done 2 hours because that's fucking 2 fucking podcasts.
John, are
Part
you
1 and
gonna...
part 2.
We have one sick one where we fucking... What's gonna be called? Whatever you said. Then there's gonna be one about the
Are
battle
we
of
on?
the battle of the...
No, are we on?
Are we on is the first one. Second one's gonna be the battle of the idea. No, whose idea was it? The name of it.
Still thinking it.
Between you two?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause we had
Still
a screaming,
Alright.
yeah, we had a screaming argument.
That's a good podcast right there.
That's
That's real.
a great
That's
podcast.
Exactly.
No, that's awesome, dude.
Hey, hey, seriously, you should come on more though. And that's the thing. It's not like one person.
I should be on the goddamn show,
I don't
bro.
go that far, dude.
This
This is our
no,
podcast,
no,
dude.
can I
We're
tell you
boys.
this? What I think would be a fucking second podcast with all three of us.
Yeah.
This is our podcast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You understand that.
Yeah.
It's been on for 2 years. But our third podcast, a second podcast. Well, with some of your ideas mixed in.
Yeah.
Think of some ideas that'd be good for a podcast. Because I would love to have Kolbe on. Because first of all, think about the fucking riffs and how deep, right there. We can get even deeper, even scarier, fucking really make fun of each other, really hurt each other's feelings.
Right.
But you know what I mean? We can have great times like this all the time. And we would do it more, but we can't. But you and Johnny could do more on the second podcast while I'm gone. That'd be sick. I would love to come.
If it's all three of us, then it'd only be me and you most of the time, then Blake would pop in once in a while.
But how fun would it be? That'd be sick to have a fucking podcast.
Well, we just at the end of the year
we decide who's fucking on and who's out. So
we allocate the money based off of percentages of
you get nothing.
First of all, that'd be crazy level. We need to save up all the money all year. Don't take a dime out.
Yeah.
Save it to the end of the
Sean.
day. Just sort it out.
But guess what though? I
there's
think
gonna be no
honestly,
money
I
for the
think
first
this is
12
actually
years.
true, dude. I think that we are funny enough to actually.
I think
Do it.
we could actually do this.
No, honestly, can I tell you that when I saw these stand-up comedians and the shit they're talking about, dude, it's so hard to actually kill like they did. Like I don't care what anybody says, I'm still gonna believe that hard.
Yeah, with Pepitone.
Yeah, well, dude, Eddie Pepitone.
Have
I
you
didn't
seen
even
him?
know that guy before I went there. He was one of the funniest.
Pepitone, his stand-up is
Really?
the best.
Fucking best stand-up I've seen there.
His stand-up,
Really?
his
He was
stand-up
the best
good.
stand-up.
I've seen
Two
him as an
different
actor and
shows.
stuff.
You didn't see the second show like I did. It was insane.
I
He
saw
came in.
how-
Yeah, you went to but it was sick though. What you were watching too, and I
Yeah,
wanted to go watch.
It was hard to.
But I'm glad I stayed and watched it because he went and got into the fucking stands and fucking was yelling at himself like he was a heckler.
Yeah.
He's like, I wish someone knew me, a heckler knew me like I know myself.
The
He's
problem
like, why
is-
are you praying lately? You're a man of science. Just fucking she's like, what the fuck is that all about? So I was just like,
Problem about like an act like that, like how do you recreate that right here?
no,
on
that's the whole thing. He didn't. That's not what it's for. He was doing that at a festival. It was sick. It was impromptu.
I know, but like
I'm sure he has shit built up for that already, but it was beautiful, dude. I'm serious. I wish you could have seen that's how beautiful it was. Great,
He was
great.
I liked his jokes.
His
he had just
everything, his stage presence to his jokes to who he was, fucking great, dude.
right on.
about Pepitone's great.
Pepitone's amazing. He's one of my new
I heard.
favorites.
Yeah, I
dude.
heard fucking.
And Aaron Berg. Aaron Berg's amazing too.
Really?
Aaron Berg's hilarious.
Hilarious.
Have you listen to Aaron Berg at all?
He's
He's a New York
I
comedian.
haven't.
You're more
No.
of an LA.
He's fucking awesome, dude.
You're more of an LA boy.
What time we got on the podcast?
He's a-
2 hours right there, baby. My
He's
nuts
just
are
jerking off.
sweaty.
Yeah, that's it.
So-
This is the end.
Let's end the show. So we can.
We're
I want to
done?
talk. No, I want to talk for a second with you about some ideas.